Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Hello, hello. Let's bring it up just a little bit. Alrighty. Welcome to another stream, everybody. Alright. Never played this game before, obviously. Oh, maybe not obviously. I have no clue what to expect with this game. I haven't watched anything on it. And I didn't want to until I got to play through it myself. So, let's give it a shot. New game. Enemies with less health do less damage. Standard health, standard damage. More health, more damage. Low signal. Re-enable it. Enemies with more health and deal more damage. You must eat, drink, and sleep to survive. Oh gosh. Companions can die permanently. Crippled body and limb condition can be healed with bed rest. Okay, we're not going to do that right now. We'll go normal for now. Subtitles on. Arc subtitles. Outside. I'm gonna do that. No. Pretty small text, so we'll go there. I'll keep those on. Okay. Well, here we go. Let's play some Outer Worlds.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Thing. Be those bark. So I might turn off. Ship has issues, got it. The subtitles are throwing me off.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Interesting. Oh. Oh, I get to build a character? Oh no. Alright. Attributes, body strength.
I see you had a knack for misappropriation.
Let's go. Perception, good. Temperament. Impairment. What? All 3 gen.
Charismatic enough to give the chairman a run for his bits.
Critical hit bonus damage, okay. We'll do that. I'd rather that. Melee attack speed and range reload speed. Let's call that good right there. Skill points. Points placed in a core skill, melee will increase specialized skills, one-handed, two-handed.
What I wouldn't pay to see you challenge the chairman to fisticuffs.
Oh, okay. I take the main one, not... Okay. I don't know what these do. This is not what I thought I was getting myself into. Stealth, dialogue. Okay, what does leadership do? Improve companion health and their abilities in combat. Each point in leadership significantly increases inspiration skill up to each 50. After 50, okay, well, what are those? Curious if these are skills that I'll be able to upgrade along the way. We will do melee.
Ah, a blunt force trauma specialist. I might have a job for you. I hear Monarch's in need of more.
I don't know what else to do here. I'm lost. Dude, okay. Career aptitude and character possesses. Each aptitude corresponds to a small bonus. Okay. No determination one. I'm just looking at what they do or don't do. Their two-handed melee option. Effect duration, corrosion, inspiration, medical, plasma damage. I don't know what to do. No, what? Okay, these are career aptitude. Beverage. I'm just gonna look at the names now at this point, because honestly, I don't care which one I get. Safety inspector, scientist assistant, sub sous chef, food additive tester. Okay. Clouds must have just come overhead. It just got dark in the room I'm in. Oh, go. Let's
I can be reasonably
persuade
sure
people
you
a little
know how to
easier.
add and subtract.
Okay, I'm gonna get one.
I can be reasonably sure you know how to add and subtract.
Yes. Yes, I can. No, not female. Male. I am a dude. Face head 3. That's an interesting one. There, skin tone. Eye color. It's like a hazel, right? Oh. Brown horizontal. All massive. Bulbous. No. I think he's sniffing something. Sniffing. Okay, I'm a dork. Alright. Jeez. Get him way out there. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Hair. I like that style already. Oh, I guess. Color. Facial hair. Full beard. Change that hairstyle. That's what I've got, but features, makeup. Not just bloody noses perpetually. What is what was that? Oh, jaundice, okay. Dirt. Age. Old. Right. Me. See, this is where I struggle to figure things out. I gotta figure out a name for this guy. Oh, okay. There we go. That's semi-iconic sounding name. Where's my phone at? I need to double check the stream is actually working properly. Cool. It is. It's working good. All right. Let's accept that. And next. Yeah. Looks good to me. Where do I go with Carl Morad?
Looks to be your lucky day.
Hi, old Morad.
Not likely, bootlickers.
Poop tuckers.
Initiate skip jump.
We go into Halcyon Terror 2. Okay. Hold on. I don't want to skip, I want to pause.
Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down. It drives.
Shit.
Too early to do that too.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
The series of things not going his way. Alright. Works for me, I guess. Fixing the anniversary of the Hope's disappearance. Remember the Hope. Except someone found it, and I'm from it, apparently.
Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing, gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. I'm...
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me... Gameplay UI. Oh, UI. There you go. Where is... graphics with it? Oh, control, gameplay. My kill camera. I don't care about any of these. We're not about. Am I not able to adjust the subtitle settings? Well, that's dumb. Oh wait, there we go. Conversation subject show bar off. Nope, wait, back. Okay.
All the colonists are counting on you.
I'm. Oh, the colonists are counting on you. Walking. Whatever you say. Alrighty.
You've landed good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship.
I'm sure you won't. Rolls mouse sensitivity 19. You're kidding. 50. Aiming sensitivity. Let's make that 30. And we'll
Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow.
Sorry to keep interrupting you, sir. Let me just do that.
I've gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Yeah. One more. V. That's a little better. Feels weird. This feels really weird. Step on you. Oh, I already did that. Yeah, this is gonna make me sick. What is happening? Is that the motion blur? Turn it up. Yes, apply. You know, that's not much better. Oh, no. Okay. You know what? That hurts even more. It might be my sensitivity, but looks like it's eating over here. Low health.
Hey, you, come here.
What?
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just
You gotta
barely
be real
survived
bad
my
at your
life.
job.
Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
Or did you know?
Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30%
I'll take that
less
bullet
likely to
too, if you don't
malfunction.
mind. I
You've
mean,
tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
it didn't give me the option to heal him again. I was hoping it would.
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy. You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
What is that mode? Tactical time dilation. Hibernation complications detected. Due to complications stemming from your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You've limited time in this mode. Standing still drained your TTD meter very slowly while moving drains it faster. So basically, they turned Super Hot into a first-person shooter. Got it. Super Hot is a first-person shooter. They added Super Hot into a open-world game. Got it. Q is that button. Okay. Continue. That. How do I access my inventory? That didn't. Okay. Use that. Go figure I'm too far. Ow. Oh, that's much easier. Already let you. So F to heal. Ah, yes, there's the ship. Why does that just look like...
Get over here before you get yourself killed. Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Well, that's a relief. You don't want to know how much paperwork's involved in paying off a gravesite fee. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
Talk to the lieutenant. She's certified in customer service.
You know what up. Okay. Let's view ledger. Okay. And I got to upgrade one of these. I did. Just upgrade. Oh, skills. Oh man, I didn't. I don't know if this game is multiplayer, but I don't plan on playing with anyone if it is. blade. Wield with weapons. Also got it. Oh, 6.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Intruders are not authorized to access. Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
This is my ship now. Make it bayoneted. Modify. Oh. No. Yes, I understand.
Marauder, please be informed that the engine room contains nothing of value.
Not a marauder. The guy your guy came to save. You butt. Game in here.
Marauder, please be informed the ship has no crew for you to murder.
Yeah. Smart.
All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder.
All.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted
Violent
civilians.
retribution.
Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. I have been programmed to communicate with diplomacy and tact. Please allow me to demonstrate. Jettison procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders
Feel bad.
exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
The Unreliable? The Unreliable. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator.
Oh, Lord.
Try to stay alive this time.
Got it. So it doesn't actually open, it just...
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
You do that. You're gonna make me walk all the way over there? To the town leader. An inspector looking like this. Okay. I'm shocked that you bought that. I would believe that more with this outfit than the other. Well, maybe not, because those are cryo tubes. You're sticking out of me with that. Okay. Vandal.
Gonna find you. Attack!
Okay. Okay. They picked him clean. Don't need another sentry blade. I will take that Adreno, however. That way. I'm just following the path, so I'm assuming I'm going the right way. Oh, yeah, I am. This is the front gate up here. Yeah. Oh, wow. It's starting to get a little laggy.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
You don't want to know. Ooh, this is becoming a lot. Okay. Lovely face. Alright. Well, a little more interesting than I thought it was going to be. I know it got great reviews. I don't know why. I thought it was going to be different. I like that I'm just allowed to carry my gun wherever I want. Did it adjust my...
And your rations yet?
Vaguely looks like Coruscant right there. Alright. What am I doing? Like an old western town, but not. No cannery.
The grease smug. Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect. Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker? Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we've got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Alright.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you. And thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Okay, companions. Okay, I see. Are you
We better
coming?
clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
You're not? Okay. Okay. Oh. How is this? Here. Perks. Of course I chose one that's more damage when you travel alone, and I just took it with companion. Whatever. I swear, my mouse hit
Hey,
the thing.
Sorry. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. Alls I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name Mbakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Side quest. Go talk to the people. Botanical garden. Oh. Why did Tommy to exit that way if the botanical lab is all the way that way? That's a shotgun. Okay, got it. Noted. There you go. All the way around. I'll load in and go the long way, so to speak. Are you close behind? You're close enough. Alright. Oh, goodness. Well. It's just outside of town. Journal. Oh, there's more. Overhauled power helmet. Yay! Only 60? Two hand? Yeah, why is it so little? Get over here. Pick up that book. So that's not what I was trying to do. Melee. Why? Settings. What? I'm not. Roles. Key bindings. Quick melee. I feel like that's not as. They're easy, honestly. Hunting rifle. Heck yeah. Pause it and read that. Right.
Something you need? That's on account of how I never met her. It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I was sent here. Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. It just comes off cold to me, is all.
It's in here. Sleep. Found it. Skill points available. Heck yeah. I'll up that medical. Fly. So that I can. Oh, okay, that's all that is. I get 2 slots for consumables there. Okay. Well, not the same thing. You know, space destroys Adrena at time. Okay. What I was trying to do. Oh, yeah. Oh. Huh? It's also our consumables simultaneously on a quick. Okay. Okay, so what does this do? Base health is plus 25%. Oh, okay. I think I'm starting to understand how this works. How that works. Botanical place is up that way somewhere. Maybe. Oh, hi.
Look out!
You know, light pistol, yeah, I'll get that. Canned meat. Mid meat, canned meat, whatever. We got it back here. Helmet. Let's see. Scrap that. Oh! Power fitted armor. Heck yeah. Overhauler power armor, retrofitted heavy power armor. Heck yeah, let's get it. Let's reload here. Of course, I just used all those. Just break it, please. Oh, okay. Well, I will come back to that. And hopefully, on the way there, I'll pick up more of those. What are they called? No. Backpicks. Oh, no. So that creature. Really don't. Here, no. Necklace. Empty. Empty. I missed that body. Or that one. All right. Run! Run away! Boards, I guess.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Well, look at you, buzzing around the Aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to
Night quest number 2.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
I'm not gonna say that.
Appreciate it. Honest.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'll tell
Questions
you
about
what
Zoe. Pauline or...
we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Little ways ago, she was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about. Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I can tell.
Okay.
Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere. What is it?
Goodbye. That's what it is. Stefan, is that what he was called? Steven? I don't... I'm looking for people. I need to talk to people.
Oh, God.
Talk to
If
me.
you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be
I've
ugly.
been called that among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do
Fair.
just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Really?
Thank
That's
you.
what you...
You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's
Oh.
been cleaned.
Oh, okay. Read ahead.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip him out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. A hero to the people who matter. To us. To the ones who come around. To the ones you save. Reed will never understand. He has been too long inebriated on the wine of corporate culture. All he sees is productivity, output, profits. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them. It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery. So, what do you say? Divert power over to us. Shut down that abominable cannery for good. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Where are we headed?
Things he has to. There's people.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Who's Thomas? Who is Thomas? Who is Thomas? Where is he? This guy?
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Right. Where's Thomas? Aha!
Oh, didn't see you there. I was,
You
well,
look
I
just
was
like the guy that
myself
I
with a
was
little engineering.
talking to in the cave.
Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Oh, he's got the hots for her.
Are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'm wearing a suit of armor. What do you...
Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we?
Oh my god.
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. I wish I knew. I wager the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say. Would you? I'd be grateful.
Where's that Stefan, whatever. There we go. Illustrator manual. You become. There's no way. Right, an engineer. Let's go with this one. Let's not. Money.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial, Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics.
Oh no.
Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. Hey, I got time. I'll help if I can. The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Hey, I got time. Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Project skill. What value? Best dialogue skill. Reason. $200 bits. I have better armor than that. Mr. Ouch mod. Fiverr. Ooh. Believe it. Right there. Suits and gloves, yes ma'am. Down for posterity's sake because I've always hated the cannery and I don't think I'll ever have to look back at this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the Veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick, everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and grabbed a little too much adrenatime. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility in surviving all those food streams? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of suddenly you're complete. One. Gotta be more in here. Is it each day? There's another one here. Mostly based on Mars. That lives in the hills, warming himself by the light of barrel fires, probably about to the specs, blah blah blah. Taking away some food, and I've got some 3 cans of saltuna. It should last me a couple of weeks if I ration. So majority of the time to Queen Zoe's origin story. Oh no, she's trying to be like the Marauder thing. Zoe is back that way.
Something I can help you with?
No. Okay. No, you cannot. I will probably be shutting off power to the cannery. Screw those guys. They don't need it. They're just making their corporate overlords happy. They don't need it. Oh, I forgot I got a rifle. Let's do that. That. There. Oh, but I got a light machine gun too. I think I would rather that over pistol. Hi. Just shooting.
Got 'em all.
Ew. Assault rifle. Heck yeah, I'd much rather have that over, you know, pop those than that. People next to suit. 5 armor. Okay. Game is really fun. I'm like thoroughly enjoying this. This feels like a good combination almost between Borderlands and maybe Skyrim. That might be a stretch, but alright. This is where that would come in handy. Yep, there you go. Alright, well. Yep. Continue. Not paying attention to which way I was scrolling the scroll wheel. Did I already looked at that, right? Oh, yeah, it's saved. I got my new objective. Okay. Chicken. I can talk to it. Alrighty, well. I'll get ready.
Okay, keep him quiet.
Oh, hi.
The last of them.
Where's that assault rifle? Who had that assault rifle? Oh, it was this guy over here, wasn't it? Or was it you? Yes, it was. I do, but don't want to know what's up there.
whoever came out this far.
Yes. No. Destroyed. Alright. Let's see. Is there an easier way to do this? No, I'm just dumb and not looking for it. Oh, it saved right here.
That's the last of them.
No, thank you. I choose life.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far. Take cover. Not you!
Gotta be kidding me. I can't even get it into sound. I'm surprised that killed me though. Doesn't seem like the kill you kind of fall.
We made it.
Primal nest discovered. I don't like that. I'm not looking for one.
anybody who ever came out this far. Where are we headed?
He's died, but it's fine.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda. I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr.
I've
Thompson
not seen a
was
man with
fired,
a bigger, more obvious crush.
if he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him. Stand and deliver! Always wanted to say that. Not getting through! No encore?
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways. Only thing unscrewed around here is the head of that marauder you took down. Never seen moves like that outside my serial dramas. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying.
Clarify something for me. You a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find but a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse? I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Also, he could carry on a conversation, unlike these hooligans. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Yay! Level 4. Oh. Yeah. Health is down. Okay. Combat dialogue. What? What? What does that even mean? Like, I know what that means, but like, how does that even work? Codex. Combat. Character, perks. Oh, I got a new perk. My previous perks, okay. Yeah. Well, so I'll have to. Oh, power in one. Oh, do I have? They have 3 magpies. Need like 2 more, and I can get that book for him and get some money. So. Oh, okay, okay. Hear that? Ow. I'm gonna stay away from that.
Gotcha. All right, I'm on the move.
Oh, Old Seas Rally. Okay.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
How much did she give me? I didn't see that. 65. Okay. Well, that wasn't a lot. Reputation change. I'll split your reputation. Isn't kill on sight. Leaving for a few days. We'll calm things down. Short memories. Okay.
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too.
Well, literally, so she said.
Anything else I can do for you? That's not strange at all, dear. Few of us truly know where we are. The world can seem like a forest without end, and it is all too easy to lose one's way. But we must remember that being lost is the first step in discovering yourself. This is the old botanical lab in Emerald Vale, on Terra 2. By the look on your face, I'm guessing you're not quite following me. Are you not feeling well? Ought to lay your head down if you're running fever. I get the sense that when you say hibernation, you are not talking about a full night's sleep. Where did you say you were from? Is that a new settlement of some kind? I haven't kept news from outside the Vale. Oh dear, I see what's happening. You've been taking Adrena time. That stuff will burn right through your upper story, leave you raving and babbling. You ought to try some of my purgative tea. Won't cure what ails you, but it will distract you for a spell.
You don't believe me?
Maybe I do. I don't know yet. Growing up, I heard my folks
It's
talking
not.
about the Hope. Always believed it was just a story we told ourselves to keep our spirits up. Listen, don't you worry about what I think. That's not important. Worry about what the board thinks of you going around talking about lost ships from decades past. You carry on about coming here from another world, and people will talk. Talk leads to questions. Ask enough questions, and the board comes answering.
Yes.
No, but the board may have reason to fear you. I'm listening. I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have seen you for what you are. My dear, we are all visitors in a momentary universe. Our lives flicker in and out like the guttering of a flame. Here now, then gone. Me and mine are just carrying on as best we can, trying to live our lives in a way that does not feel wasted.
Sound anyway. I love that it gives me the super sarcastic, horrible options. Oh, that's funny. Why are you telling me all this?
Prattling never hurt anyone, dear. You might even catch a little sense, if you listen close enough. I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power away, you will have brought an end to our way of life. Not under Reed's watch. He and I would come to blows within a day, and he would never tolerate my tending to a garden. This is my home. It will be my home even if Reed cuts our power. Simple as that. That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate saltuna? That was all me. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. A fish rots from the head down. I do not blame the town. I blame the leader.
What if I kill Reed? Is that an option? If I kill him and make her the head of town. Go talk to that guy. Now I know where that is, but I want to talk to him about it. You? Oh, I've already been in here. I think I have. Yeah, I have. Map. There is. Okay. So this is Edgewater. I went up. This is where I went, and then I went over kind of this way. Came up here, came over here, came up here. Okay. What are those? Is that open, unopened doors? What's that place? Is it re-civilized? I killed everyone here, I thought.
Incoming!
Oh. Endosite. Ew. Oh, you died. Oh no. There's gonna be a bunch of people in here, aren't there? Vending machine. Okay, this is straight up just Borderlands. Ooh. Standard troop helmet. Right control. Troop armor. Okay, why am I not allowed to buy that? Real. Okay. Yeah. Okay. %99 water. I don't like that. That just then again, we do worse in real life. So, bunch of nanners. Is that a reference to sea nanners? I totally forgot about him until just now. There's weapons to buy. This is just all of it. Oh yeah, there are weapons. Sawed off. Light assault rifle. Heavy ammo. What do I have? Assault rifle. Shoots heavy. Light assault. Have one of those. I can get that. You all. Let's compare. What did I just do? Oh, dropped it. Damage is less, but it has higher ammo capacity. Okay. I made my choice. I paid that much for it, and it is not going to give me back the same amount. Where did I get that? I don't remember having that. Only worth 8.8? What do you mean? I paid $140 for it. What do you mean? That's a load of garbage. Okay. Well, let me... Oh, I've got to be at the ship to do that. Okay. There's a little... something in there. Oh, I gotta break in there? Hard.
Here they come! Wow! Great work!
Would you shush?
Got it? Inside voices. Here they come! Everyone all right?
Okay.
Incoming!
Too easy. It's too easy. Sometimes.
That's the last of them!
Mechanical guide. That was what I was looking for. Let me pick up. First aid key. No community center. Oh, that's the room that requires an absurd amount of things to get into. Yeah, there's one of those. Oh, there's a lot. What are you? Stun baton. Okay. Nothing in the cabinets. Got it. Not allowed to take on this. Oh, that's alright. Let's... Here, I'm pretty sure I looted that pretty well. We'll see. Hang on. What does it want me to get for the frightened engineer? Oh, you want me to find all three? What can we say? One in Edgewater. Okay, well, I gotta go back to Edgewater anyway, because I want to talk to that rat.
Don't mess with us.
Oh, there's gotta be a better. Kind of damage, isn't it? You know, no. Oh, laser pistol. Nope, don't need that right now. Oh, it's our currency. I'm stupid. Like, why am I picking up all these bits? That's the money, you dumb butt. Oh, and before I head back to town, I can go grab that as well. Energy cells. Nope. Ammo. Cave is down here, I believe. Yeah. There. I will just fast travel back. Doggone it. Of the book. Bring it back for my reward.
Easy.
Good deal. Now, I will not. Get fast travel near hostels. What do you mean? I don't see any. Am I okay to do that now? Okay. Don't feel like running all the way up there. Why do you look like you're on crack or something? Goodness. Alright, where is... I need to grab the second one before I can... Hello, puppy.
Another day at the cannery.
There's the...
Don't go knocking your work. At least we've got one.
Hold up. I don't want... Read it.
Any progress on that matter we discussed? Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
You could just, you know, learn French.
Bakono, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony. The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bakono journal. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakono's thoughts came more than a century after his death. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I can make myself of use to your crew. Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery. And to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
This building. Give him a piece of my mind. Kill.
If you could see your way to getting us our power back, I'd appreciate it. Go ahead. Can we not? Talking about unpleasant things always gets my bile up. Show up to work, put in your hours, wear a smile. Problems of the body come from problems of the spirit. Work improves the spirit and fortifies the body. And where do you suggest we find this magical panacea? Can we pan for medicine in the stream? Medicine is a rare and precious commodity. If you demonstrate you have earned the right to be treated, you will be treated. Otherwise, you must heal yourself. If I had enough medicine to treat everyone who fell sick, I would, but I don't. I can't save everyone. So I have to choose. Adelaide's son was barely competent. I treat him with our medical rations, and it looks like I'm playing favorites. Now, I will not pretend to understand the suffering Adelaide must have felt on account of losing her child, but she is not the only one to have felt such suffering. I wish she had stayed with us. Adelaide left us when we needed her most. That I cannot say. There was no moment when the plagues began. Disease always lurks on the fringes of society, waiting to infect the idle and the lethargic. But in the last 10 years, the plagues have become progressively worse and increasingly frequent. Corporate doesn't like us using the word should. It encourages the imagination. I believe plague is a test. It is a test of our loyalty and our fortitude, and it is one we will see through to the end. Go ahead. Adelaide was our only flavor specialist. We are a Saltuna canning institution. Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig without tumors, borderline inedible. Were it up to me, friend, I'd stack our larders with Saltuna galore. No other brand of Saltuna adds as much vim or vigor to the body's humors. But, and this is something we must keep between the two of us, Saltuna is hard to come by, what with being a species indigenous to the seas of another world. Oh, we've scavenged together some organic material from the surrounding environs. Mostly organic, mostly local mushrooms. Some of which possess a texture akin to a well-boiled slab of Saltuna. The difference is all but impossible to detect to any but the prisiest of palate.
I'm shutting it off to the Kinnery. That's it. I be first come, first serve in terms of medicine, not can choose who's worthy of it or not. You don't have it, then you don't have it. But if you have it and you're not willing to give it, that's messed up. Sorry, not sorry. You guys are losing power. Henry isn't a necessity, and you're not even canning up the actual thing, so I'm not worried about it. You're useless to everyone. Ah! God. Avate. Yeah, continue. Oh. I feel bad. They don't even bury him that deep. Ooh, what's over here? Alright, well, let's move on, I guess. Oh, I have my own skill point to verify. Let's avoid you. And you, for that matter. What map? Where am I going? I'll be traveling the same distance, just not having to avoid things. Well, that could have been faster, I guess. Oh well. Yeah, there's the wreckage. That's the plant there. Yay! Ow. I really should use that mode.
I've always wanted to poke around in here. Security patrol initiated.
What?
I can handle this.
Try this baby out.
That's the last of them.
He's still asleep. Here they. Oh.
WALK. So he could write that thing that you got him.
Yeah, that's fine.
He does not have clothes on because he did not want to go to sleep with clothes on.
There ain't no way.
He left play. He freaking went soft cry.
Oh, thank God I get what I want. No pants, right? Yeah, no pants. No underwear? What do you mean? No, you gotta wear underwear. What? That is not an option, kiddo. Sorry. What do you mean, no pants? What do you mean I have to wear underwear? How dare you? The only one.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing. Unexpected. Here we go!
Three switches. Okay.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
Three switches are probably surrounded by enemies. What could go wrong? Oh. What's in here? Well.
System. Incoming!
That's the only one? Like it? Killed the workers. Okay. much damage to him.
Just two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
Something you need?
No, I don't. Okay.
Phantom! You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram.
Please tell me boo is an option here.
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides. Braised, boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
Leave this conversation.
You mean, why did the Mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. The voices told
him to do it.
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Processing.
If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
Process investigated.
Here we go! I know is the decision's final. Once we do this, there's no going back.
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow, she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order. You did the brightest thing you could, sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they don't care much for me.
What on?
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. As long as Reed is still in Edgewater, I will not return. Those are my terms. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients. Edgewater's cemetery's got corpses aplenty, enough for a generation's worth of crops.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. What's on your mind? Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious. I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. I mentioned those manuals on mechanical engineering. Suppose if I had one of those, I could go back to Reed and make a real case for myself. No kidding! Really? Well, which one? The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible! You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me. Well, don't keep me in suspense. Look at that! Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. Huh, 2 whole... Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands. I've been thinking about going back. I get sick thinking. You know something? I think you're right. The town I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100... You know where to find me.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe. The matter's been... Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first. I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna... Sure.
This is a fine day, friend. How? I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to... Then we are at an impasse. Stewart, I am not perfect. I have been holding this town together. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic. You are disparaging our parent company. We are a Spacer's... I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse. You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil? And when you say special fertilizer, you mean what exactly? Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's... Come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery. You're right, I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this if Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me. I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy. A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them. No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or... I don't know. I could see my... I do. Adelaide's found...
Look at that. The snake's come back. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
One of us want to go see what happened?
Food's bound.
Any luck finding one of those manuals? Adelaide said that? Was she sober at the time? Something must have changed in Edgewater.
Never liked Reed.
John, kiddo. Oh. That's not where I meant to fast travel. Oh.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Well, that'll be the end of this.